when you set the mold for players that you want to represent your school and your community and your program, you could follow the Dom Novello model to a T.
I first met Dominic last year at the beginning of the 2020 school year, and I had him for a 10th grade leadership in the community class.
I had the privilege of coaching his two older brothers, and Dominic was a fixture around Mepham football from a very early age. He was always looking to help out.
And right off the bat, as soon as he walked in the room the first day, you could tell that it was really something that set him apart from everyone else. Just the way he carried himself, the quiet confidence, a kindness that he had with other students.
My first opportunity to coach him was back when he was a 7th grader. He immediately jumped off the charts, someone that's super coachable, dependable, someone that gives you an unbelievable amount of effort in every single thing that he does.
Hard work will always beat talent when talent fails to work hard, and that stuck with me from 10 years old.
There is something about Dominic that makes him different than anyone else that I ever came across. He has a maturity factor that even as an underclassman is something that is unparalleled.
In my 15 years here, he's the first player that we called up as a true 9th grader.
During that summer, I texted my coach and I said, well, I have a shot at playing varsity this year, and he said, only time will tell. So that summer I worked as hard as I could throughout the lifts and evening practices.
He's always doing everything 100%, even sometimes 110%. And I look up to that. I just want to be just like that, working hard for him, just to be good in life, just like him.
He's relentless in his pursuit to become the best football player possible, the best teammate possible, and the best student athlete possible.
Dominic's ability to really engage with everyone, whether they were, high-ranking public officials that we brought in to speak with us, or whether it was myself as the teacher, he was always himself, and he never put on false pretenses.
Mepham High School is a school that's overcome a lot. We were a part of an unfortunate situation years ago that rocked the school, that rocked the program and the whole community. So one of the things that we've really focused on is creating better people off the field and on the field, and more well-rounded individuals. And one of the things I'm really proud of is this past season, we had Sophia Laspina score the first touchdown in the history of Long Island as a female football player.
He just treats me as another teammate and as another one of the guys.
We can accept others through race, religion, gender, and we could just play football.
It would be impossible to have the type of accepting culture and supportive atmosphere that we have within our program if it weren't for leaders like Dominic.
He just has an amazing heart.
He always puts his teammates in front of himself.
He's like a peer coach to me. He knows every position. If I'm ever confused, he'll always give me tips on what to do better or something that he learned that could make me a little bit better.
Dom truly goes out of his way to make others feel like they belong.
I transferred to Mepham, and obviously I didn't really know most of the plays. If I had a question, he'd be the first one there to come answer it.
Last year, I got called up to be on the varsity team, and Dom was the first one to congratulate me when I got over here.
Dominic just has a charisma about him and a quiet confidence that really draws people in.
He's a leader, the type that's gonna lift you up. He's gonna help get you to where you want to go.
Not everybody realizes how hard they can push themselves until they see that one person who does it all and who leads by not only example, but every type of leadership you can think of.
Always carries out the flag before the game.
You represent all of Mepham and all of Mepham football.
Over the last 12 years, I've only had a handful of named captains, a captain from the start of the year to the end of the year. We've always done game captains. Dominic is going to go on his 3rd straight season as being a captain. He was a captain last year as a sophomore, which is the first ever.
Really inspires them to take their character in the classroom setting to another level, or their play out on the athletic field to another level as well.
Dominick Novello is a leader. He's a good friend.
the most dedicated football player I've ever met.
Great, hard-working athlete, inside and outside the classroom.
Best compliments I can pay is that I hope that someday my own daughter can develop just a touch of the leadership ability of a student athlete like Dom Novello.
As the father of two boys, that if I wanted my sons to pick out somebody out of everyone that I've ever taught or anyone that I've ever coached, if I asked them to pick someone out who I would like them to be like, I would want them to pick out Dominick Novello. And I would say, look at how he carries himself. Look at how he treats others. If they're able to do that, I have no doubt in my mind that they'll be successful, because I know Dom will be successful.